Papá le responde. This is him talking now. No tengo dinero.
So the Seal of Biliteracy is a test that our language students are eligible to take in their junior or senior year, and we offer it in the winter. And if they score high enough across the different tested areas, they earn a special award at the end of the year that goes along with their diploma.
Seal of Biliteracy is something we've been doing for 9 years now since I've been here, where it's the state recognizing the students of being officially bilingual, that those students are able to read, write, listen, and speak in another language, along with the students also showing proficiency by meeting their graduation requirements for ELA.
We're able to provide our students with an assessment that demonstrates how well our students can speak, listen, read, and write in 2 languages. And upon completion of that test, if they meet certain criteria, they are awarded the state seal.
We really encourage everyone to take it. So it would be targeted for a student who is studying one of our languages here, or a student who speaks a language at home that's maybe one that we do not offer. So we have students pass it in Polish, we have them pass it in Mandarin, we have them pass it in our languages that we teach, and they also have to display proficiency in English as well, hence the biliteracy.
I took Spanish, but I didn't get the seal, but I did get the seal in Chinese. For me, hearing, listening and speaking the language is has always been easy for me because I use the language every day.
So for me, it was a little different because I did it for both Hungarian and for Spanish. So for Hungarian, I've been speaking it for basically my whole entire life. I actually lived in Hungary for 3 years when I was smaller. Spanish, I actually started learning in elementary school, and to make sure that I got into AP Spanish my senior year, which is now, I took Spanish 1 in 8th grade.
So I chose to do Spanish because my mom is Peruvian, so I decided might as well just take the test for it. So I took Spanish 1, came here, took Spanish 2, then my Spanish teacher suggested, why don't you test to get into a higher class? I said, okay. So I took Spanish 4, then I went to AP and I took the test.
I learned English in 2 years. I came in America in 23. The language was very, very, very difficult to the accent, the words. It was so difficult.
I speak Spanish, and that was because growing up, my mom is from Peru, so I learned how to speak Spanish mostly from my abuela. She's also from Peru. Coming in high school, I tested to get into Spanish 2, and then I took Spanish 3, and then I skipped Spanish 4, and now I'm taking AP Spanish this year.
I got the Seal of Biliteracy in German. I've been studying German since about 8th grade in middle school. I had an online friend who was from Germany, so I decided to start learning German.
Year to date, we have over 850 students who have received the Seal of Biliteracy in 23 different languages. This year alone, we had students who received the Seal of Biliteracy in 10 different languages, and we have 120 seniors that are graduating with the seal.
No es grande, no es pequeña, es una casa normal.
I think it makes you a more empathetic person when you can understand and appreciate another language and culture that's not the one you grew up with. And also, for all the possibilities for work and being able to say that you're bilingual, you can help every profession. Being bilingual is an asset no matter what language you master.
I work on a farm, so a lot of the people who come on the farm are foreigners, and a lot of them speak Spanish, so it's helpful to interact with them and translate for them and answer their questions that my bosses can't answer.
I do work at Irish Women's Martial Arts, and there are many people that have come in who speak Spanish, and there's actually a little boy who speaks Hungarian, so I'm able to communicate with him better since they just moved here.
I can help interpret. I love doing that for people. Just having that ability to say I can translate from Spanish to English and help you, guide you, just having that is nice, yeah.
When I actually went to Germany on a trip, I went there for 11 days. When I was talking with shop vendors and the like, I would just talk completely in German, and I noticed that there was definitely some appreciation for the fact that even though I was a tourist, I went out of my way to learn the language.
I was at Six Flags because I was working there, and there was a French family came, and they don't speak English. And when I come and I talk to them in French, they are so like happy that someone is here, someone can help them, someone can understand them. That allows me to help people too.
I think Hamilton Township School District, we give all the students the tools that they need to be successful once they graduate. Just knowing another language is one of those tools. It's an additional tool for our students that's going to help them in the workforce, in the military, when they go off to university or college or whatever their next step is in life.
Aber natürlich ist das nicht immer möglich oder ist das sehr, sehr gefährlich.
There have been studies that show that how great it is for your brain health to have multiple languages floating around in your head. You know, you kind of think more creatively and learn to manipulate things in a way that you may not necessarily get if you are, just kind of on the monolingual train. You absolutely should take a language. It doesn't really matter that much which one it is. The benefit of that your brain will get from learning another language will happen regardless of which language you take.
I think something that's really powerful is that when our students come to our school district and they are learning English at the same time and can demonstrate their proficiency in their native language, it's something to really be proud of and to be certainly celebrated.
Not only do we have so many students participating and getting the seal of biliteracy, we have multiple students that have received it in multiple languages, which makes me very happy.
Speaking several languages is not that easy. When you have these skills, it's not only for you, but it's also to help people.
Whether you were in a household that has been speaking two languages for a very long time, or you studied very hard to get here, it's still impressive that in a country where it's more standard to speak English and nothing else, that you speak two or more languages. And honestly, it's really cool.
It's a huge honor to show that you are bilingual, and that's something you're going to carry with you as you go into college or the workforce, and you can keep improving your skills, and there's no limit to what you can achieve with the language.
I think it's good to know, even if you know a little bit of a language, just to know a couple words can really help you. Like, you can come from middle school into high school and they're very inviting. All the teachers that I've met so far, very, very nice, help you learn, and I think it's great.
You can pick any language, whether you are part of that language's heritage or you're just interested in the culture or you know somebody who speaks it. There's no harm in just trying.
Telling those students, why not? Give it a try, challenge yourself. They have nothing else to lose, and it's an additional tool that can really help them strive in life.
With languages, all you have to do is keep applying it, keep speaking it, keep listening. That feeling of accomplishment after you learn it is going to be so much more rewarding than just a seal of biliteracy. Yeah.